This is no small window, not just a blip, and yet the Habs are still battling the naysayers. Since December 1st, that's almost 7 weeks, the Habs have the second best points per game in the entire Eastern Conference. Frankie, a lot of experts, though, are still dismissive of their play. Is it time to take them more seriously as a playoff threat?
It is time to take the Montreal Canadiens more seriously as a playoff threat because they're not doing this by fluke or by accident. They're beating really good teams. You go back to just after the Christmas break, they had to play Florida and Tampa on a back-to-back. They win those games. Then they go into Vegas, they win that game. And those are all on the road. And then after that, you compound that with wins in Colorado, in Washington, and you start to think, this team might be up to something, and then they beat the Dallas Stars last night on the road. So the Montreal Canadiens are not doing this by fluke. There is a buy-in within the group to what they're doing, and they've seen the lows of what they can be. I remember calling 2 games in Montreal where they get spanked by the Rangers, spanked by the Kraken, and then another one where they let up 6 goals in the third period against Pittsburgh, and you think, okay, this is a really bad defensive team. And then from that point on, they have completely flipped the script. They have really bought into what Marty St. Louis is trying to preach, and now they're doing it against good teams that know what they are coming with. There's a lot of belief within that group. So yes, it is time for people to start taking the Montreal Canadiens more seriously when it comes to the playoff picture.
The Habs just keep proving themselves. They're the only team with a plus 20 goal differential in the last 14 games. Apart from the obvious, they have to continue to win games. What do they need to do in the last 38 games to ultimately make the playoffs?
They need to stay healthy because right now they have a really nice 4-line ecosystem. Now, I know Emil Heineman is hurt right now, so he's not playing, but that was one of the biggest differences that Marty St. Louis had. He had 4 viable lines that he could throw over the boards, and for a while, the second line wasn't going, but he didn't throw them a life draft. He didn't say that I'm going to change things up for Line A or for Doc or for Newhook so I can get you guys going. He put them together and said, you guys have to figure out because 1, 3, and 4, those lines were really going well. Well, that second line got going. They made a trade to bring in Alex Carrier, and all of a sudden, everything slotted nicely. Everything works well for the Montreal Canadiens. Not to mention, you're getting great goaltending every single night, whether it's Sam Montembeault or Jakub Dobeš. You know, generally, Gino, when things are going as well as they are for a team, it's not just one thing, it's a lot of things. The whole ecosystem for the Montreal Canadiens is going well right now, so they have to keep that in place. Health is going to be paramount for them as they move forward in this playoff chase.
Huge game against the rival Maple Leafs tomorrow night. Who should start in net, Sam Montembeault or the rookie sensation Jakub Dobeš?
Sam Montembeault, he's still your number 1 guy. It's Saturday night. It's at the Bell Center. There's no reason why he wouldn't be in net. And Jakub Dobeš has been an unbelievable story, undefeated so far in his career, and he's beat some really good teams. But Montembeault's your guy. He beat Toronto on the opening night of the season, a 48-save shutout. So you go to him in a game against Toronto. Not to mention, you're going to have a back-to-back with the Rangers in town on Sunday. So you could go to Dobeš then, give him his first start on home ice at the Bell Center. But for me, it's a no-brainer. You're going to Sam Montembeault Saturday night against the Maple Leafs at the Bell Center.
Dobeš is 4-0 with an 0.98 goals against and a 963 save percentage. The Leafs probably hope that Montembeault is indeed in net and not Dobeš.